Fuck Jake Paul. Fuck Jake Paul. Welcome back to Dual-Sided. The reason I was doing that's what the chant was today at UFC 261. You know, to give some backstory, Jake Paul entered the arena wearing a shirt that states, "Where is my money, Dana?" You know, which, you know, if any of you guys don't know, $1 million that Snoop Dogg allegedly said Dana White bet him.
Yeah.
And we said this last week after the fight. And Dana earlier this week said that he never made an illegal bet. And this is quote, "I can tell you this. I don't owe Snoop $2 million. I never bet. Let me make it clear right here to everybody. I've never made an illegal bet ever. I did not make an illegal bet on Saturday night. I did not bet $2 million with Snoop or anybody." So didn't we think that he was gonna pay up or no?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think that Dana even made the bet if this is how he responded based on what he responded, you know. But guess who else walked in with Jake Paul?
AB.
Yeah, AB. How do you feel about that? AB walking with him. That's just fit. That suits him well, huh? AB.
Yeah. Basically the same person.
Yeah.
I thought AB, I thought he learned. And
You think it's a bad look? And Tom Brady was there too.
Yeah.
Is AB still on the Bucks?
No, he's a free agent, but they're gonna re-sign him.
So I don't know how Tom Brady feels about Jake Paul, but I mean,
I know he's been living with him, and
who?
AB has been living with Tom Brady
In his house?
Yeah, and just to have a good influence. Being around Jake Paul, I don't think that's the best influence for AB.
Or vice versa. But, DC, apparently this, and we have the pictures here, like he walks up to Jake Paul, he points, he puts a finger in his face. And, this is just, we can't hear anything, even the videos, even the picture we can't hear from. You could tell this wasn't planned. Do you think this was staged? No. If Dana knew that Jake Paul was coming, do you think he would let him in? Or you think he might have let him in for like the publicity?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But I mean, after this, he sits back down. The chants erupt. I think it was during, I forgot which fight. I saw all the fights, just FYI. But
I think it was one of the prelims, huh? Or was it? Maybe
the prelims. Maybe the last fight. Maybe it was Smith. No, it wasn't Smith versus.
It was before.
It was before. But so after this, the chants erupt. Joe Rogan asks, "What is the crowd chanting?" Which I didn't understand either. And then DC responds saying, "They're chanting fuck Jake Paul." He also states, and I quote, "I swear to God, I just saw Jake Paul. I pointed at him. I said, 'Don't play with me, because I'll slap him in the face. I don't play those games, Joe.'" So I mean, we see that from the picture, he did put his finger in his face. So I mean, you think he's telling the truth that he said that?
What?
That he said that to Jake. "I swear, don't play with me."
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
Yeah, like he's afraid.
DC would definitely.
You think in a boxing match, DC beats him?
Yeah,
I think so too. And this is all the beef between the two started after last week when Woodley entered the Jake Paul's team's locker room prior to the fight between Paul and Askren. And he was you saw the video where Woodley was sizing everyone up.
Yeah, I saw that.
And the boxer there, I don't even know his name, but I think J. Leon Love, that's his Twitter handle. But apparently he was, talking trash to Woodley, saying, what do you know about this? Like, just stuff like that. And Woodley was saying, Woodley was just not playing, you could tell. And after the day after, I think, or 2 days after, DC tweeted, "I mean, the way this dude talked to T. Wood makes my skin crawl. All these kids are going to get taught a lesson, I swear, and I can't wait for it. At J. Leon Love, you can't fight. Better respect dudes like T. Woodley before he puts his hands on you. He ain't Ben." And after this, Jake Paul responded with, "Okay, fat boy, so me versus you, and J versus T." So J. Leon Love versus Tyron, and DC versus Jake Paul, which I
think the UFC guys would win that, to be honest.
In boxing, I think I don't know about the Woodley versus Jay Leon. If Woodley fights Jake Paul, which people are trying to hype, I think Woodley, because Woodley's coming off, I think, 4 straight losses.
Yeah.
He lost.
Is he known? He's known for his striking, huh?
Yeah, no, he's known for mostly wrestling, but
but
he hasn't won one since Usman. So he lost.
It's not even. He's way better than Ben Askren at
striking. Yeah, he's known for at least having hands. And Woodley recently, I believe he got released or his contract ended, so he's definitely gonna entertain this. So I mean, Woodley or DC, they're one of them. They're gonna eventually want to fight Jake Paul. And I don't think this is staged. People may think this is staged, but I mean, you got to give it to Jake Paul. Isn't it brave of him to at least show his face after? Because most people just talk trash and just hide behind the screen, but he actually showed up, which makes me feel like maybe this is to hype something up, but who knows?
Yeah.
But this is a part of a crazy night. This is just a tiny little thing that happened. From the first fight, it was between the girl from Brazil, I forgot her name, and the girl from China. And from the first fight, you could tell just the crowd how different it made.
It was the first full fight.
Even the second one, I believe too. The second one might have been good. The third one's, all the fighters from China lost today.
Yeah,
which is crazy. They had the first one, the second one. I think they may have third, and then the Weili. Maybe either they had 4 fighters from China or 3, but every one of them lost. I mean, just crazy. You think the fans being back in the arena, it's better than.
It's good for the UFC. It's
even,
good for the experience.
Even for sports, which sport do you think needs the fans the most? Basketball, football? 'Cause that's why the ratings for the NBA is low, huh?
Yeah. But UFC, I don't know, builds off that, I think.
You think so? But UFC, we still saw the fights even when there was no one there. It was still exciting. It just,
Well,
I mean, this was...
you think that was more exciting than NBA's?
What?
Like in the bubble?
Heck yes. That's why we saw more UFC. We saw the playoffs, but I mean, I don't even see as much basketball as UFC now.
Yeah.
But it's like we just stated, another crazy incident that happened during the UFC 261. Headlined by Masvidal, Usman. Obviously, Usman knocked Masvidal out. He baptized him, and DC confronts Jake Paul. What's next? The Rose knocks out Weili Zhang. Zhang Weili, and then what's the last one? The Weidman leg. So I mean, was that 1, 2, 3, 4? 4 crazy things, crazy. This is gonna go down in history books. You think, huh?
And obviously the Valentina, that one wasn't really.
That was dominant.
Expected.
And after seeing that fight, I think that Valentina should either fight Nunes again, which I think it was a draw both times. Actually, no, Nunes
won the last one.
Okay, yeah. So, but that would be a good fight, or Zhang Weili move up to, her Valentina's division. But after seeing Rose knock her out, I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
But once again, this is another video, another clip from DUALSIGHTED. Follow us on social media at DUALSIGHTED. And anything else?
No, it was a good day.
Good day overall, just for sports in general. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and stay tuned for next time. Peace.